Hello and welcome to the Horsemanship and Mindset podcast with your host, Kimberly Dunn of Idlewild Horsemanship and Mindset Coaching. This podcast is here to bring you the very best in tips, tricks, and advice to help you better understand yourself, your mindset, and your horse, because your horsemanship starts with you. Let's go. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Horsemanship and Mindset podcast. I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted to have you here, and I hope you have had a wonderful week. So I have I don't know what is wrong with me technology-wise at the minute. I've just recorded the episode. Did it record? No, it did not. Am I having to record it again? Yes, I am. Oh my goodness. So let's hope that this second time round it works. Let's hope it's as good as the first one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Keeping it real over here, guys. Keeping it real. So, so this week's episode, we are looking at why confidence isn't what you think it is. Can't even say the title. Okay, so oh dear. Right. Do you ever wonder why some questions seem to be naturally confident, while you are stuck feeling nervous, you're overthinking, you're worrying what might go wrong, you've got that horrible feeling in your belly? Ugh, you know the one. Here's the thing: confidence and being confident isn't what you think it is. Now, we all go along thinking, or I definitely used to, if I think back to me, I used to think that I just wasn't a brave person, that I just wasn't a natural with horses, and I never would be. And I was very much like of that fixed mindset where you think things are the way they are. That's it. There's no changing from that. You either are or you're not. It either happens or it doesn't. And I was very much like in that state of mind. I used to think I wasn't a natural with horses. I never would be. People are just born amazing or not amazing. And sometimes you're just average, and that's where you should stick to. Um, and I used to think that, yeah, I'm just an anxious person, and that's always the way it's going to be. I'm never going to just be able to just do things and just feel good, or I'm always going to struggle. Oh, just all that positive kind of kind of an outlook on things. Um, but this is actually really common amongst other questions. So a lot of the questions will think, you're either born brave or you're not. Or if you just ride more, it'll get better. Just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you'll get there. And if you don't, then there's probably something wrong with you. Um, or you'll really lean into this, like other riders are just naturally talented. They've just got it, and I don't have it, and I'm never going to have it, whatever that it is. Now, what we need to understand is that confidence, being confident, isn't a personality trait. It is actually a trainable state that you can train within yourself. So it's in there waiting for you. You just need to train it. You just need to train yourself to get to that point, to elicit that feeling of calm. Now, the other thing I just want to talk about with confidence, and I have spoken about this before, and I will keep speaking about this forever, is that confidence, for me, the way I look at confidence, is it isn't that like, bravado. Off I go, I'm going to do everything and I'm going to be amazing and look at me, aren't I amazing and blah, blah, blah. Um, for me, what I believe confidence to be is just that quiet knowing within yourself that you've got this. It's not loud, it's not bravado, it's not, chest puffed out, blah, blah, blah. It's, I've got this, off I go, and it's that feeling, that inner feeling of that, and that knowing that whatever happens, you will be okay. And that's what I look to get people to personally. But for me, I think that confidence comes from competence, from you showing up and doing the thing over and over again. with help, of course, and with um, assistance to shift patterns that mm, usually are quite ingrained of, feeling like you're not X, X, and X. Um, and you show up and do the thing and you show yourself that it's possible and you keep showing up and you keep showing yourself it's possible. And before you know it, you've broken the thing down, you've got help, you've shown up, and suddenly you feel calm. You know you are competent. And that's where confidence comes from. So, without that, though, without that breaking things down, without the getting help and the rewiring, without the understanding your nervous system or working with that, just practicing, just doing the thing over and over again without all of those things doesn't fix fear. If your nervous system and your subconscious patterns aren't addressed, it doesn't fix it, just perpetuates it. And the other thing I want you to know is that even the most experienced riders struggle with confidence until they learn how to work with their mind. So you see these people out there, you see these like super duper eventers or, whoever else you look up to in the horse world. And we all assume that it's easy for them. We all assume that, yep, they're just amazing. They've always been amazing. But I will tell you something. Those people at some point in their careers, if not often, will feel nervous. They will have had something happen to them that has rattled them at some point. But the reason why they continue on and they continue on successfully is because they get help, because they know at that level, it's not just about what they do and their actions, in the competition ring, it's about their mindset too. And that's what makes them athletes is that they don't just work with their body, they work with their minds too. But we just assume, we just look at them and think, "Nah, they've just got it." But I can tell you they'll be getting help with that. So and you can too. You might not be out there competing in the Olympics. You might just wanna go out and hack out around a paddock or go and canter around an arena or do a competition of some description. Like, you can get help with that too, and you can shift that. It's possible for you. Okay. So, yeah, really important to understand that. Now, let's look at what happens when you don't like this isn't a thing for you. You're maybe still in that kind of fixed mindset like I was. Um, how can this affect you with your so what I see often is it holds horsey people back in ways like they'll just stop cantering. You will avoid cantering, whether you're in a lesson, you're riding on your own, you're out on a hack, you'll avoid it because cantering equals potential drama. Whether that's internal drama, external drama, full drama with your horse, you just avoid it. Hacking out is another big one, whether that's on your own, in a group, just an amble out round the block. You want to go out in the woods, you want to go on the beach, you avoid it. You want to do it, but you avoid it. The other places this can pop up might be in a lesson, a clinic, or it shows you just freeze up. So someone asks you in a lesson or in a clinic, right, off you go and canter off on the left lead, or um, you're going to do a blah de blah. You want to go left and go right, and suddenly you forget what's your left, what's your right, which leg are you supposed to use, where are you supposed to look, what you're supposed to do with your body goes out the window because you've frozen up. At a show, you forget your dressage test, you forget which jump you're meant to do next in your jumping course. You forget this is what I used to do, or I went through a stage of doing, you forget how many spins you've done or how many circles. You just freeze up. Um, the other thing that can happen is you bring stress from your life straight to the yard, and then your horse picks up on that, and then you have a bad session, and then that bad session shows you that, yes, actually, you're not good enough for your horse, and blah, 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 blah. And that just ends up in a bitter cycle. And then you start doubting yourself, thinking, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. Maybe I should just give up. Everyone else is better than me. Everyone else is doing amazing. Why aren't I? Why does this keep happening to me? Why is it my horse is lame? Why is it that I can't canter but everyone else can? they don't struggle with that? How comes they can go out and do that and I can't? What's wrong with me? Maybe I should just sell the horse. And I hear this all the time. If you are listening to this, please know this is not like, this is not just you. This happens a lot. This happens too much, if you ask me. Okay. So please know you are not alone. And if you are listening to this and you are feeling a bit seen and possibly a bit rubbish, then please know that you can shift this. It is possible for you. It is so possible. And if you're listening to this now and you're thinking, nah, not possible for me, I hear that all the time too. If I had a penny, oh no, let's say if I had a pound for every client that I've spoken to that's told me all the things going on for them, and then they've looked at me and said, "You're not going to be able to help me, are you?" I would be flipping millionaire because I hear it all the time. Everyone thinks that they quote unquote can't be fixed or that they've got too many problems or too many hang ups. No, it's not the case. So common. So, so common. So just know your confidence, that thing that does live within you, it is there. It can be rewired. Okay. You have this within you and you can connect to it. You can rewire your mind. You can connect to your most confident self, your most calm self that actually feels empowered, actually has a can do attitude, and goes out and does the things they want to do. And you can do that through mindset work, through nervous system tools, and through subconscious work. And I will say now, like if you even just go back through these podcast episodes that are free to listen to, there are so many tools in there that you can use straight away for free. Go and check them out that will help you start to shift things straight away. Okay. I have worked with people now who used to dread tacking up, who were thinking about selling up and giving up, who are now enjoying canters out on their own in a group, who are doing clinics, who are leading rides out, and who even are out competing and winning. And even if they're not winning, they're just enjoying the whole process of it because that's what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to enjoy it. Who are thinking more about the partnership with their horse and like basking in the progress that they're making with their horse and in their partnership. And they've got there through this work. And what's important to know as well is this isn't about faking it. This isn't about like pretending you're confident and then it will just happen. This is about creating calm, control, and connection that allows you to feel grounded, that allows you to enjoy the moment, and that allows you to really connect with your horse because it's that calm that your horse responds to, that your horse connects with. Your horse needs that calm in order to feel safe so you can build that trust and connection that we all want from our horses. And so, if you are feeling like you're just not brave enough, please know it's not the case. It's not about being brave, it's about understanding yourself and learning the tools to help you to connect to that state so you can go up and stack up those wins, realize that you are actually capable, and then going and just smashing life, just having a nice time again. So, I want to give you a little thing that you can do right now that's going to help you, that you can return to the next time you feel your nerves rising, the next time you feel like, oh, I'm not a confident person. So I want you now, providing you're not driving, you might be on a horse if you're listening to this. If so, you could kind of get away with this, but just see. I want you to just take a moment of pause and place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. So probably best way is left hand over your heart, right hand over your belly. Take a moment to notice your breath. Slow that breath down. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a moment to tell yourself out loud or in your head, I am safe. I am grounded. I am capable. And I want you to take another breath in now. Let that breath out. And this time, when you say, I am safe, I want you to just take a moment to notice that you are, in fact, in this moment, safe. And just allow that feeling to turn up in you. And then I want you to say out loud, I'm grounded. And just notice that you are, in fact, grounded. I want you to just take a moment to notice your senses. Notice what you can see, what you can hear, what you can feel, what you can touch. Notice if you're stood, just notice how you're grounded, your feet, how they meet the floor. If you're on a horse, notice your feet in the stirrups, your bum in the saddle. And then say out loud, I'm capable. Just notice all the ways that you've shown up today, all the things you've done in the past, all your achievements, and just tune into the feeling of your achievements that show you are, in fact, capable. Just anchor that in for a moment. Take another deep breath in, let that breath out. There you go. And the next time you feel nerves or you feel like you're not enough or you feel like you're not confident enough or brave enough or any of those things, just practice that. Come back to yourself in that moment. Move on. And then you will show yourself how actually you are capable. You are enough. You do have what it takes. Okay. So, if this episode today has resonated with you and you are realizing that confidence isn't actually something that you're missing, it's something you already have, you just need to train it, it's like a muscle, then I would love to invite you to take the next step with the Enlightened Equestrian Program. And this is where I work with horsey people just like you to rewire fear, release old patterns, and create unshakable confidence in the saddle and beyond. Doors are now open for the September cohort. So, twice a year only, I open up the program and do a group cohort. And this means you will work with a lovely community of people and you will also get it at a slightly lower price point because it's in a group setting. So it's much more accessible. Now, you can click the link in the show notes to check out the full details of the program. There's plenty of testimonials, all the things that you want to know about the program are in there. Or if you'd like to chat with me directly about the program and see if it's a fit for you, please drop me a message on any of the socials, so TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or email me at info@idlewildhorsemanship.com. I'll put all those details below. And let's see if it is a fit for you. You can do your application and imagine where you could be by the end of the year if you start now. So what are we on? September, October, November. So by before Christmas, you could have totally transformed your mindset over the course of 12 weeks working with me, getting lots of cheerleading in from the community, working through the online curriculum, doing the mindset calls every single week, getting the accountability, having me holding your hand. Like, this is a transformational process. I flippin' love working inside of it, and I'd love to have you on board if you're ready. So please check out the details below. That is all from me today. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. I hope it was helpful. I hope it's helped you if you are feeling a little bit stuck at the minute. I hope it's helped you feel seen. I hope there were some helpful tips in there. And like I said, please go through all the past episodes if this is you, because you can use them to help alchemize that change even now. Sending you lots of love. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you again next week.